Good evening to all. I am Ramesh Shah, MV, lecturer in commerce, AES National College, Gauri Bignor. Dear students, in this class, we are going to discuss about the factors influencing for retail pricing. This topic included in Chapter 4, Retail Marketing Myths in Retail Management subject for second semester B.Com students. There are several factors influencing for retail pricing. These factors are classified into two types. First one, external factors. Second one, internal factors. External factors, also called as outside factors. Internal factors are also called as inside factors. First, we know about the external factors. In that first point, demand, supply and their determinants. Generally, the companies are charging higher prices for the higher demanded products, and then lesser the demand, lesser or lower would be the price. Similarly, larger the supply, lower would be the price. Smaller the supply or quantity of goods in small scale, then higher would be the price. The second point, elasticity of demand and supply. Higher the prices are charged for those goods having inelastic demand, and low prices are charged for those goods having elastic demand. Similarly, if supply is inelastic, higher prices are to be charged. If supply is elastic, lower prices are to be charged. Thus, it is also affecting for retail pricing. Next point, degree of competition in the market. Goods having monopoly power commands a higher price, while a lower price is charged for goods having more competition in the market. It is depend on outside factors. Thus, it is influencing for retail pricing. Next point, size of the market. Lower prices may be charged if the size of the market is large, and higher prices may be charged if size of the market is small. Similarly, lower prices are to be charged if there is a competitive market, and a higher prices may be charged if there is a monopoly market condition. So next point, goodwill, name, fame, reputation of a firm in the market. A firm with higher goodwill will charge high price, and a firm with lesser goodwill will charge lower prices. For example, branded companies like Samsung, Nokia, Reebok, Titan, etc. charge higher prices because of goodwill which they enjoy from consumers. Next point, trends in the market. If there is positive and rise trend in the market, then the company is charging higher prices. On the other hand, If the trend is falling position or condition, then the company is charging lower prices for their products. Next point, purchasing power of the buyers. A relatively higher prices may be charged in case there is higher purchasing power in the hands of consumers in the market, and lower prices may be charged in case there is lesser purchasing power in the hands of consumers in the market. Next point, bargaining power of customers. Price to be charged would also depends on the bargaining capacity of consumers in the market. If they have higher bargaining capacity, a lower price has to be charged. And if they have lesser bargaining capacity, a higher price has to be charged. Thus, it is also influencing for retail pricing. Next point, buyers' behavior in respect of particular product. If the absence of substitutes and if buyers' preferences and desires are strong, a firm can charge a higher prices. And if buyer preferences and desires and wants are weak, a firm can charge a lower prices. Thus, it is also affecting on the retail pricing. Next point, availability of substitutes and complements. If the absence of alternatives and substitutes of a firm, then the company can charge a little bit higher price for its product, and in the presence of them, it has to charge a lower price. So, last point, competitors' pricing policy. Price is charged by a firm for its products depends on the prices charged by other firms for their products also. If a firm is charged a relatively lower price, in that case, another firm cannot charge higher prices. So, these are all the external factors influencing for retail pricing. Next, internal factors also influencing for retail pricing. In that, first point, objectives of the firm. A business firm has multiple objectives. If profit maximization is the sole objective of the firm, the price charged would be higher. And if other objectives such as wealth maximization, business expansion, market share, etc. are considered, then it would charge a lower price. The second point, production cost. Price depends upon the production cost. If the product costs are high, a firm has to charge relatively higher prices. And if the production costs are less, a firm has to charge relatively lower prices for its products. So, next point, quality of the product and its characteristics. Generally, a higher price is charged for high quality products and lower prices is charged for ordinary products. Price also depends on the characteristics of the products like durability, perishability, etc. Next point, scale of production. If the goods are produced on a large scale, then the price may be low, and if it is produced on a small scale, then the price will be relatively higher. So next point, efficient management of resources. If there is maximum or optimum utilization of all kinds of resources of a firm, leading to maximum output with minimum production cost, it can charge a lower price. On the other hand, if there is underutilization or overutilization or misutilization of any resources, it has to charge a high price for its products. Next point, policy towards payment of wages, percentage of profit, and dividend distribution. If wages and salaries offered to workers are high, and a firm decides to declare higher dividends to its shareholders, and a high price has to be charged. If wages and salaries offered to workers are less, and a firm decides to declare less dividend or no dividend to its shareholders, and lower prices has to be charged. Similarly, if a firm keeps a high price or high percentage of profit margin in the business, in that case it has to charge a higher price. And if a firm keeps a less percentage of profit margin in the business, in that case it has to charge a lower price. So next point, advertising and sales promotion policies. If a firm is spending lot of money on publicity, propaganda, advertising, offering gifts to customers, discount sales, etc., in that case it has to charge a higher price. If a firm is spending in small or no interest to spending a money on advertisement, then in that case it has to charge a lower price. Next point, the stage of product or the product life cycle. The stage of the product and the product life cycle. Generally, a higher prices is offered in the growth, expansion, maturity stage, where demand is stronger, and a lower price is offered when demand is weak during the saturation and declining stage. Thus, it is also influencing for retail pricing. Last point, usage of the product. If the products offered for sale to consumers are used for daily uses, a relatively lower price is to be charged, and if they are used for occasional purpose, a higher prices may be charged. So these are all the internal factors influencing for retail pricing. Thank you.